is 1979. The Boone County High School wrestling team is on a mission to win the team state championship. And we're going to go ahead and tell you, they achieve it. Now, we have several members of the Boone County High School wrestling team from 1979 with us today. This is our first team video we've got to do. This is kind of cool that all these men were gracious enough with their time to be here today to talk about their team state championship. That shows you how much that wrestling stays in your blood. Don't ever let anybody tell you high school athletics are not important, because videos like this prove just how much they are. Now, I'm going to kind of recuse myself and let these men introduce themselves one at a time, kind of their weight, how they placed in state. We're going to go down the line because there's a lot of these guys, and it's a whole lot better coming from them than it is from me. So, sir, if you would.
I'm Joe Archer. I was 119, and I was state runner-up that year.
I'm Andy Mulcahy. I was weight 98 pounds, and I was third in the state that year.
Kevin Robb, I wrestled 105, and I was state runner-up that year.
Gene O'Hara, and I was 145, a state runner-up.
Coach.
Bob Warnick, head coach.
I was, I still am, Rob Stone, 132, state runner-up.
Bill Nee, and I wasn't on the 79 team. I was state champion in 77 at 167.
Now, this is an amazing accomplishment for a team to win the team state title, because in Kentucky, there's only one. There's only one team title. And I think you guys are the only Boone County team state champions, correct?
Correct.
1979 must have been an amazing year in the mat room. Let's kind of talk real quick about some of your, we'll go down the line here. So, kind of give us your state tournament memory from 1979. You said you were state runner-up.
Correct.
Just kind of walk us through your match, kind of your weight and all that kind of stuff. That way people can kind of remember.
Well, I wrestled Kenny Davis from Union County, and I beat him the year before in the semifinals, and then lost to him in the state finals the following year.
The bracket here on the KHSA website has your record at 41-1. You remember anything about that?
I remember the one.
Tell us about the one.
Well, I guess that was Kenny Davis, right?
Well, I think that's
Or
going
was that before?
into the finals. So the one before that, do you remember?
Burgettstown.
Was that Burgettstown, Richie Bongiorni?
Yeah.
Bob's old team, Burgettstown, Pennsylvania, came down, and we had a dual meet, and Richie Bongiorni was their guy. And
I got you. So that was 119 pounds.
Yes.
Feels like 119 pound, that actual weight has been around forever, because I think now it's like 120, but, it was 119 forever. So it's kind of cool that, that was around. Kind of tell us about your, before 1982.
Before 1982. And in the state tournament, I guess the highlight was wrestling in the semifinals against the former state champion. I lost 15-14 to Mike Miracle. He went on to win the state, and then I came back and took third and just did what I had to do to get some points.
Miracle won at 17-6 that year over Keys from PRP.
Right.
And it looks like you beat King from, was that Fern Creek?
Yeah.
Got him by a fall.
Yep.
And, of course, you're going to be seeing you later. We got your 1982 video. We're going to be doing a championship review with you here later today. So it's cool that you were on a championship team and you won it as an individual. So that's kind of a pretty cool.
It was.
Pretty cool high school career, sir.
I wrestled 105, and the thing that I remember is me and Andy used to have a lot of battles at 98, so that was my first varsity year. So I just remember it was kind of surprising to be winning, and really wasn't expected to do anything that year. So, and I wrestled Ryan.
Yep, that's why I was getting ready to read that off to you. Todd Ryan from Louisville Eastern. And you remember the score by chance?
Yeah, he got me good, but I got there.
11-4 is what it has you at.
Every one of the was a fireman's carry.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Just couldn't stop it, huh?
He let me up and take me down.
I guess that was on Coach's notes.
Yeah.
Study or
Yeah.
work on fireman's carry defense.
Yeah.
Sir, if you would.
Gene O'Hara. I
Uh,
wrestled 145.
All right. And kind of tell us your state tournament memories of that 1979 team.
It's hard to remember really who I wrestled.
Well,
I wrestled Gibson in
I've
the finals.
got you,
I've got
Gibson
that.
from Trinity. Got you. He gets you with a 9-0 decision,
Correct.
and looks like you beat. I think that's Jerry. Is that Jerry Whalen from Eastern?
Somebody from Eastern.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Whalen. I think he went on to be a 2 or 3 timer from Louisville Eastern. He coached the Merton brothers at Jacob and Jarius Merton at Lawrence County. Their Jacob's match against Jordan Burroughs from 2006 is on the channel at Beast of the East. He actually beat Jordan Burroughs. So Whalen knew his wrestling. So you beat him. Were you a senior that year?
Yes.
That's cool though to go out state champion, a senior, all those years in the mat room, finally paying off.
Right.
That was a really big match for us, although we beat Eastern 101 to 97.
Oh really?
So every point counted, but him beating the kid from Eastern was really big for us.
Yeah, let's kind of go over. Well, go ahead, sir. We'll go ahead.
I'm Rob Stone. The only thing that I can remember is that I don't know that I shot and got a takedown all year, and I did the finals, and then after that he just beat me to death. I don't know what the final score was.
Now, fresh. What weight was that?
132.
132. Let me kind of go over the bracket here.
Moriarty, you want it?
Yeah, Moriarty from Eastern. He got 10-3. Got you a decision. He got you on. Looks like you beat Gibson from Boyle County to get to the finals 8-1, and it's got your record. It's either 24 or 21-2. The writing really can't tell. It's either 24 or 21-2.
It has to be 24 then.
Okay. Yeah. Always go with the higher number, right? I don't blame you. That's kind of cool. Now, 1977. I'm sure all these guys were on the team. You remember anything about that 77? Because that year Tim Irvin from Union County wins it at won the Irvin dynasty out in Union. He was I think he was 120, 126, somewhere in that weight class. So you're wrestling Salmons from Wagner. You get to the finals. You beat Merritt from Hoptown. There's the Merritt name in Hoptown. There's you got Miguel Merritt, Livingston Merritt, Jeff Merritt, Jacarion Merritt won it in 2019 from Christian County. So the Hoptown Christian County name Merritt.
It's the toughest match I had all
yeah,
season.
I can believe that. It's got you beating Merritt 9-4. Then you go on and you wrestle. I can't make out his name. Guadus from Trinity. I don't mean to mispronounce anybody's name, but the writing is just so bad you can't tell it.
I don't remember wrestling anyone from Trinity.
I think it was Wagner.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Wagner
I'm
in the
sorry.
finals, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're wrestling a guy from North Hardin. That's my
North Hardin.
my apologies. You win by 13-2. Then you get to Merritt. You win at 11-5. And you wrestle Salmons from Wagner, and it does not have your record, but you win it by a score of 8-1. So you kind of, I guess, showed everybody else, hey, this is how you get there, right? This is how you do it. 1977.
Yeah, you were undefeated that year, weren't you?
Now, Coach, let's kind of get to you. Coming into the season, you look around your mat room and you're saying, this is the year, right?
Yes.
We have the horses to win the Derby. We're going to do it. So did you know, though, in your head, you knew this was the team that was going to bring it home?
Yeah, I came in 75, 76, and we took one wrestler to states. And 78, 79, in the regional finals, we had 7 in the finals, 7 won.
My goodness.
And
Now, was that 12 weight classes back then?
12 weight classes.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, men, real quick, let's go over the team scoring here if I can find it on the... Here we go. Maybe. It's got Boone County with 101 points, Louisville Eastern 97, Danville 71, and Union County 58.5 points. So you knocked out some pretty good competition. It's pretty cool. February 9th and 10th, 1979. So, men, thank you all for being here. Does anybody have anything you'd like to wrap up the Boone County 1979 team with?
Thanks for getting us all back together.
No problem, man. We're gonna get a photo of everybody because I just to have, because I love meeting with guys. You know, the history, and I know a lot of Boone County, like our buddy Kenny that referees with me 1983. I think he was supposed to have been here today.
Kenny Lockett.
Yeah, but he had to referee some football and he couldn't make it. But you know, just the names finally getting to put faces with names we've seen on brackets for years, and we've seen. Do you guys have anything up in your gym signifying the team? Because I've never been in Boone County's gym.
Yeah, we have a banner.
Do you?
Trophy.
Okay, and we'll wrap it up with this. We're going to be meeting with, maybe if not today, but maybe a little bit down in the future, meeting with Strawn Nutter's family.
Right.
Strawn Nutter, from everything I can tell about Strawn Nutter, is he was one of the best men you could ever meet. Whether it was being your neighbor, you wrestled with him, a friend, family member, Strawn was just, like I said, I've never got to meet Strawn. We're not going to go into, Strawn is no longer with us, but we're not going to go into that here. But, I've been around the state. I've been, to Hopkinsville, Woodford County, and when the early 80s get brought up about wrestling, just out of the blue, Strawn's name gets brought up because he won the most outstanding in 1983. He won 155-pound state championship. And I think it's, we're going to be doing a memorial video for him at some point. We have his match. We have everything that goes along with that. But men, thank you for being here. Shows a lot just how strong the Boone County tradition is that you men were. I think you said you stayed from Texas or come in from Texas.
I came in from Texas. Yeah.
This is amazing. Thank you for.
It's kind of cool. I think
say
that.
something though about the guys that didn't make it. We had Greg Warsham and.
Yeah. Whoever, like I said, this is your all's video. You can say, whatever you need to say.
Yeah, Greg Warsham wasn't able to be here, but Greg went into the state tournament. He was one of the 7 to win regionals, and he went into the state tournament undefeated, and he lost to the eventual state champion, and he came in 4th.
My goodness. And this will be my.
And
Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry. Go
okay,
ahead.
Mike McDaniel, he won states the year before,
Okay.
but the beginning of the season, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th practice, he tore his meniscus.
Oh my.
And he was out, and I have criteria for wrestle-offs, and he met that criteria by wrestling off the last wrestle-off. He got a doctor's release, and he won the wrestle-off, and he was one of the 7 to win regions, but he was not really in the shape he could have been if he wrestled all season, and so he went down there, and he didn't score any points, but he won the state tournament the year before.
I can part of the team, man. I guess that's something you instilled in. I guess everybody that you coached is, don't quit. That's part about wrestling. Never stop moving. Don't give up. If you're on your back, do what you got to do to get off your back. But thank you, men, for being here. I mean, first team that we've got for the team state championship together. And I'm sure it wasn't easy for y'all, like I said, flying in from Texas, which is, I can't say thank you. You don't know what that does, how much that means to me. But if you have video of the 1979 state championships, please contact me. I would love to get with these men, maybe make this a yearly thing for these gentlemen, maybe however we can get up with them and let them watch their state championship season. That would be, or even maybe send out copies to them for just to have, for they can show their families. Hey, George King.
You're in trouble.
That's turned off.
Doesn't sound like it's on.
I know, but it's on silent.
You guys are fine. You're fine.
You could play that to end this.
Yeah. Well,
that was the outro.
yeah. George King from Union County has my favorite line of the whole series so far. Maybe not now, but at one time, Dad could do it.
All right.
And I love being able, especially gentlemen that are older than me that, come through winning state championships before I was even born. Yeah.
You didn't have to say that.
Well, my mother and father both graduated high school in 1977. I didn't come along till 85, so you guys were doing it before I was even thought of. But, you know, maybe not now, but at one time Dad could do it, and that's why I know that so many men, so many fathers, maybe grandfathers now can sit their kids down, their wife never got to see them, whoever, their family, grandkids say, hey, try it. Granddad can do it. Dad can do it. Dad can do it. I may be wearing, you know, Velcro shoes and socks with sandals, but at one time, I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do it. Men, that's all we got. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And like I said, if you have the 1979 video, please reach out. I would love to be able to get these men copies. That way they can show their families of what they were able to do. That's all we got. Thank you to the 1979 Boone County State Championship team. We'll see you guys on the mats.
Thank you.
Awesome,
you.
guys.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.